Hi there guys, in this video I'm going to show you one of the easiest strategies you can have, especially if you're new to trading or you just want a strategy that's super simple. Not going to waste your time, let's get straight into it. So if I'm looking at gold, gold loves structure. What does that mean? That literally means if price is moving down, price likes to do things like this, where it will come back into recent structure points and retest them before going. If you literally just get up a gold chart on any time frame, you will see over and over again. If we look here, break, retest this area, break, retest this area, break, retest, break, retest. And the strategy is basically around that. However, there's added confluence that you're probably unaware of. So what we basically want to identify with gold is that, especially when we are looking at trends and things like that, this thing here is going to be our best friend. Now, what is this? This is the EMA, the 50 EMA to be precise. If you go to your indicators at the top, click EMA or type EMA, moving average exponential. If you add that to your chart, it's going to appear up here, top left, double click it, and then change the length to 50. Simple as that. Okay, now what we are going to want to look at and focus on with this strategy is identify in an ideal world where price has, for quite a decent duration of time, been trading above or below the moving average. Okay, the longer it's been trading above it, the better, and the longer it's been trading below it, the better as well. Okay, so that's something to bear in mind. If it's very choppy and it's in and out of the EMA, for example, something like this, it's not going to be the best. So what you want to do is get a situation like, for example, here where we've got clear downwards moves, clear upwards moves. They're going to be the best ones to focus on. I would advise backtesting this after, but basically what we want to identify is that price, if you are looking to sell, you want to see price moving up with the EMA traveling like so. Once price breaks through that EMA, what we are going to want to be doing is optimizing this here, the retest. Now, a perfect scenario is going to be the one I've outlined here, where you have a change of structure. So here you have higher high, higher low, etc. Here, price made a higher high, but then didn't manage to create a new higher low. It then made a lower low. This then retested that previous part of structure, and that's as simple as it needs to be. So if I just get rid of this for 1 minute, let's just go back through the chart and identify when this has happened. So here, price moving up, 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 up. Price broke through the 50 EMA, and what do you see? You have a break retest. Now, it's not always going to be super, super clean, because you could argue that this is the whole area, but whichever way you look at it, you can see that price has retested it and price has pushed further down. If we go back to here, when was the last time price broke it? This is a perfect example. You have nice clear structure, break, retest, structure, EMA, price move to the top. Now, you are not always going to be in a situation where you're going to be wanting to hold trades forever. What you might want to do is, if let's say you was entering here, you might want to target something like, the next set of decent highs. Stop loss, you've got two options, and this is what I would advise testing yourself. You can either go under the last bit of structure and it be a bit more safer, or if you are looking to go for the risk to reward, just cover the EMA. The win rate will be higher, obviously, if it's down here, but your risk to reward will be better when it's there. So that's something to keep in mind. Okay. If we also look back, you can see here, price broke through this EMA. This is overnight, so this was in the Asian session. And there you go. You've had somewhat of a reaction. If you'd have covered the low, you'd have been okay. Obviously, if you'd have covered the EMA, this one would have lost. So they're not always going to win. If we see here, price was traveling up. What do we then see? Break and retest with the EMA. Entry there. Everything's good. Same here. Price was moving down. What do we then see? Break, retest, 50 EMA, structure, price then move to the upside. So you can see it's not always going to be a home run trade like this. So don't get greedy, keep it in mind and test it. If we then look what's happening here, like I say, when it's choppy, that's not something we really want to be looking at, in my opinion. Obviously, it's up to you what you do and how you utilize this strategy. But if price is moving, pretty choppy, and like that, I'm not really going to be interested. However, here, where price has then been moving up and up and up, same here, price broke through the EMA. You could argue you had a little bit of a retest there, but that's me being, pretty tight. And then here, same again, retest the high, wick, boom, to the upside. And then obviously here, there's a little bit of movement. Because if you're looking at this here, if price breaks, something like that, if once it's broken and retested it, your first area of barrier where price might react is going to be the high that it's created. This is exactly what happened here. Price came down, created a new low, came back to retest it, hit that low again, and then reversed once again. So just keep that in mind. Same again here. Let's have a look. So structure there. Price didn't quite come back to retest it. But ultimately, you get the gist. I don't want to make it complicated for you. Once price breaks through that EMA, what you want to be then doing is changing your bias in the direction of the EMA change. Is it going to work every single time? No. However, is it going to work a lot of the time with a good risk to reward? Yes. So any questions, leave them in the comments. I hope this has helped a few of you. And then, yeah, happy to help if you want to ask any questions below.